today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, this is the National Football League.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. From the end zone, here comes Brandon Powell. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford's first season in Los Angeles could not have gone better as he proved to be the missing piece that brought the Rams a Lombardi trophy. It was a very well-deserved moment for the 13th-year pro who was 12th all-time in yards and touchdowns, but had never experienced a postseason victory before that season. Now, you just call him a Super Bowl champion, and boy did he embrace the Rams offense from the start, with almost 5,000 yards and 41 touchdowns in 2021.
First play from scrimmage, Stafford. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the 30 on second down, Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now here come the Bills, and you don't have to look hard to find their 5th-year star QB, taken 7th overall back in 2018, Josh Allen.
Buffalo gave Allen the most guaranteed money in league history before the start of last season, and boy, did he justify it by playing at an elite level once again, taking the Bills to 11 wins and another division title. Along the way, he threw for over 4,400 yards again and ran for 760 with 42 total touchdowns for a top 5 offense. They were knocked down in an overtime thriller against Kansas City in the playoffs, and they will be one of the favorites to win the AFC this season.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man covers are so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Three yards remain for second down. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Allen off the bootleg. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Nice first down pickup there for Gabriel Davis, who really announced his presence last season. Playoff record, 4 touchdowns against Kansas City, also over 200 yards in that game. People in Buffalo really believe this guy's going to continue to develop as one of their top receivers.
Singletary is in. Touchdown, Bills.
Yeah, we dominate.
So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Stafford. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Von Miller, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield, here's Allen. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Allen. Caught right side, Davis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 1st downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
They run here with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Singletary. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Stafford. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 23. He got 29 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. Gay's kick is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
On 1st down, Allen dancing to his left. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. A very solid gain of 27.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To throw again on second down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report.
This one has certainly been one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference as the teams have already come back out onto the field for the second half. So let's get you back out as well to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. This is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On play action, Allen. This one into the hands of Crowder downfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So when's the best time to take the big shots downfield? when you think a defense least expects it, and I think the first play of the third quarter qualifies. They came right out firing. That's how you send a message to start the second half of a game.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen out to the left. He's got his tight end Knox. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
Second down at 7. Here's Allen. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And now they'll throw with Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
You know, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Now it's Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no options. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll start at the 25 as Powell decides against returning it. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to
find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth.
But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it until the last second.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 21.
Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and the hook up here to Allen Robinson. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Stafford
connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Stafford here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Stafford now to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.